I don't have to decide I know I don't have to defend myself in no clowns. I'm not defending myself. I'm defending my girl.
I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then
Check this out. So Travis is on an interview and he goes, so when she was in her party era, I would wait in the car and just let her party and wait till she comes outside.
No, that's bad.
Hunter, what do you?
And be honest, always be honest.
You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Travis Hunter is cooked. NFL training camp hasn't even started yet, and she's already building her case to get that bag and get out of there.
According to insiders, Hunter initially proposed signing a prenuptial agreement, but for some reason, he later gave up. Now it seems that perhaps it is because the two have a child, which means that if they divorce,
They got married in Tennessee, where there's no time limit for a spouse to become eligible for alimony.
Is she really going through with this? The rumors are now circulating that Leanna Lenny, Travis Hunter's wife, is planning to divorce him and get all his money. But do you really think she is capable of doing this after all they have been through? Let's explore this couple's history and piece together the puzzle.
no wonder Travis Hunter's wife refused his hug at the wedding. Leanna's 3 actions after Travis's draft expose her true colors. Recently, a video from Hunter and Leanna's wedding scene quickly sparked heated discussions as soon as it was released. Surprisingly, fans generally hold a pessimistic view of this marriage and even worry about Hunter's future. In fact, some of Leanna's previous actions make it hard not to question whether her feelings for Hunter are genuine.
The internet thinks it already solved the riddle, but headlines don't tell you how two people actually live. This is the story as it unfolded in public, what viewers saw, what they thought they saw, and what might really be going on underneath.
The first thing that ever stood out to me about Travis was that he never tried to change me at all. So like I said, I met him in college. He was in high school, and I obviously I was in the middle of outgrowing partying, but I still partied a lot. And I don't know if y'all know this, but he doesn't drink at all. Even though he's legal to drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside partying, and then take us home.
again, I still hope that all goes well for Travis Hunter. You know, I really do. I still hope that he has counsel around him that will show him and steer him.
Every viral saga has a seed. For this one, it was a clip that never seemed to die. She once said he wasn't my type. Out of context, it sounds cold. In context, it can mean timing, age, and the kind of choices people make when they're still figuring themselves out.
Don't get suckered into this bro, because something ain't right. I didn't like that video. He wasn't my type. Remember, you wasn't my type. But when you're successful, you everybody's type. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they find out your potential. Now you everybody's type. Be careful with that, bro.
Relationships don't arrive fully formed. They evolve. A line delivered years ago became a permanent label, and the internet printed it on t-shirts. That's how a story begins. One sentence clipped into certainty.
I don't think this woman really love you like that, bro. You gotta watch the signs, man. That woman said you wasn't even her type. If a woman tell me she not my type but end up with me, then what's keeping you here? What's keeping you here then? If I'm not your type, that means you going off looks. So what keeping you here? You gotta ask, but you young though. But you gotta ask yourself them questions. We not coming down on you, brother. We trying to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Before this end up.
But here's the friction that makes audiences lean in. If he wasn't her type, then what changed? Fame changes gravity. When a young star becomes a franchise face, the orbit of his life shifts. New rooms, new pressure, new expectations of how his partner should look, move, speak.
We had enough money for the deposit, but not enough money for the furniture. When we first moved to Colorado, we had no furniture, no anything. We moved here in January, so it was really, really cold. It was snowing. Nothing in our house worked either, so we were freezing. It was 40 degrees in the house. We're sleeping on a blow-up mattress, one singular blanket.
That's when a relationship stops being just private and becomes a public performance, whether either person wants it or not. And that's when the second clip took over. He doesn't drink. She admitted she liked to go out. He would drive, wait outside for hours, then get her home. Some called it sweet. Others called it a red flag.
He's absolutely in love with this girl. Okay, I'll give you another one. This is what he said.
That's insane.
That
He's crazy. He needs better people around him.
He has the best people around.
No, he doesn't. Not if they let that happen. They shouldn't have let that slip through the cracks.
Check this out. So Travis is on an interview and he goes, so when she was in her party era, I would wait in the car and just let her party and wait till she comes outside.
No, that's bad.
Hunter, what do you think about that? That's crazy, right?
The truth is usually less dramatic. Two rhythms trying to find one beat. In a healthy partnership, differences can be managed. In a public one, differences get magnified and captioned.
Because they don't like his fiance. That's so ignorant. Y'all done pissed him off here.
A loving gesture became evidence of mismatch. Once an audience decides your moments are messages, every moment becomes a message. That single story planted two competing narratives. One camp saw loyalty, the other saw a values gap. Both camps were loud, and the louder it got, the more every glance, shrug, and pause would be placed under a microscope.
How do you maintain such a healthy relationship?
Don't let social media be in your relationship.
Okay.
Never post when y'all have problems.
Okay.
And be honest. Always be honest.
I feel it. You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Cut that goofy shit the hell out, yo. Cut that goofy shit the hell out.
The microscope really clicked on during the rise. Draft night, bigger checks, brighter rooms. Suddenly the couple's small decisions were national talking points. 10-second clips from podiums and brand events got replayed and reinterpreted.
Travis Hunter and his girlfriend argue in front of their fans. Apparently, she got upset about waiting too long. What do you think? Toxic relationship?
A look that lasted half a second became a headline with an entire plot. He defended her. She stepped back. The message was simple. Not everything needs a rebuttal. But silence on the timeline always reads like a confession to someone who wants a confession. This is the formula the internet loves. A hero on the field, a partner under suspicion, and a crowd ready to rewrite every tiny outcome as proof.
Cause she's not gonna get on here and talk. She just hurt. You know, she upstairs. She been crying all day. You know, cause people trying to attack her character. Like, they don't know her. They ain't never talked to her before. So I'm gonna protect my girl. And you know, I always post those pictures when everybody get to talking. Hey, cause I be trolling. I love to troll people that be trying to troll me.
When that formula hits critical mass, even a wedding can turn into a case file. And it did. They married in Tennessee. The venue was stunning.
They got married in Tennessee, where there's no time limit for a spouse to become eligible for alimony, as long as there's a financial need. Come to find out, it was her idea to get married in Tennessee because of this luxury venue.
The gift, a luxury G-Class tuned within an inch of its life, looked like a movie. The reaction online split in two, celebration and suspicion. Why Tennessee? Why that car? Why that expression? When people already doubt your motive, romance looks like strategy.
Because Hunter was with the right woman. Now, I believe her name was Leanna. We haven't heard from her in a long time, and that is for good reason. One of the things that I said very early on was that if they wanted to maintain and keep their relationship together, then she was going to have to shut the hell up. She went on this long rant, which I believe is deleted from her Instagram right now and from TikTok. But she went on this long rant basically defending their relationship and defending.
Here's the nuance the rumor mill rarely sits with. Wedding location and divorce law aren't the same decision. Yes, people on social media point out that Tennessee courts can award support without a minimum length of marriage. Judges weigh need, ability to pay, and sometimes fault.
So last year, when all of the ruckus and the things that was happening in social media of everybody commenting on the previous videos. And for those of you that has been living under a rock, his fiance had been making and having a whole lot of conversations online about everything that had been going on in their relationship, and they had been doing challenges together and TikToks and all of that stuff. And Travis Hunter, in a lot of people's eyes, was simping out for, and he was basically being warned.
But legal reality also cares about where you live, not just where you say I do. Most of the internet stopped at the first bullet point and declared checkmate. Real life is never that simple, but never that simple doesn't trend.
It looks as though, and you can actually see this right here.
That's how a pretty venue turned into a theory with teeth. And when big money enters the chat, theories get louder. Money always amplifies the story. A rookie contract that turns heads, guarantees that make agents grin.
He ain't said I do yet, but he did. I think so. I think he done got married over there. I ain't told me about it.
Not yet. I like it.
I'm gonna do your prenup though. It's gonna be about this thick.
This is the moment when every choice the couple makes gets priced. Followers who once cheered become auditors. And a new rumor blooms. Prenup or no prenup. The truth about paperwork tends to stay private because it should. But privacy online is treated like guilt. The less you say, the more people fill in the blanks with their favorite ending. This is where she's planning it narratives swell. People imagine a timeline. Quick wedding, whispers of no prenup, a state with flexible support rules, and boom, a supposed plan. That storyline is neat. Real life is messy. Paperwork is complicated. Courts look at facts, not fan edits. And get all his money is not how support works in the real world. Still, when one clean storyline captures an audience, new allegations rush in to feed it. The loudest rumor is the easiest to repeat. Claims surfaced. A teammate, a pregnancy, a betrayal in the inner circle. The kind of bombshell that would shatter any marriage and any locker room if it were true. But volume isn't verification. Shares aren't sources. Reaction videos aren't reports. The responsible position is simple and boring. Treat it as unverified unless and until reputable confirmation appears. Boring doesn't trend. And so the rumor ran, tripping over caveats as it sprinted. Even if false, a rumor like that has consequences. It invites harassment. It distorts reputations. It tempts brands to distance themselves. It strains a home with fires neither person started. And it feeds a narrative that one partner is playing a long game against the other, which is exactly the storyline audiences find irresistible, even when it's smoke. The question then becomes the one viewers ask in whispers. If she is doing this on purpose, why? Commentators float explanations that range from self-protection to scheming. The restrained read says she's setting boundaries after pylons, posting less, engaging less, and refusing to litigate a marriage online. Another says she's starving the algorithm of clips because every frame gets weaponized. A harsher read claims the venue, timing, and private paperwork were calculated. The first two align with survival. The last collides with the slow, boring realities of residency rules and how courts actually weigh support. None of these prove intent. They only explain why different audiences swear they see a plan. Either way, choices invite consequences. If this ever moved from rumor to courtroom, judges wouldn't read comment sections. They'd weigh need, earning capacity, contributions, duration, and any proven fault. And they do it where the couple legally lives, not where they danced. Get all his money is a slogan, not a statute. Outside the law, the risks are reputational. Brands pause when drama sticks. Social. Harassment spikes when narratives turn toxic. Team adjacent. Clubs prefer quiet corridors. And deeply personal communication phrase when the crowd demands a twist. In short, even without a verdict, the gravity is real. And the sanest strategy may be the least flashy one. Protect the life, not the storyline. So where does that leave the story now? People saw the bow on the car, not the months of second-guessing before pressing post. They saw one stiff smile, not the private joke that fell flat seconds earlier. They saw a throwback crying video and missed the caption about growth. They saw a venue and drew a map to court. They saw a husband defend his wife and assumed strategy, not care. When a story gets this loud, the tender parts get drowned out first. And yet, the tender parts are often the only truth that lasts. The way he doesn't drink and still waits up. The way she chooses to stop arguing online, even when the easy likes beg for a comeback. The ordinary days that never make a timeline. Ordinary doesn't trend, but it does endure. So, does she know what she's doing? Maybe more than people think, and in a different way than they want. The simplest read is often the right one. Navigating fame, protecting mental health, and refusing to litigate a marriage on the internet. The spiciest read will always be the most clickable. A plotted heist with a courthouse epilogue. One of those reads is built on facts and boundaries. The other is built on dopamine and guesses. If proof ever arrives, real proof, this story will change in a day. Until then, here's the responsible conclusion. What viewers are calling a master plan might just be a survival plan. She may be choosing quiet over chaos, prayer over PR, and marriage over memes. That choice isn't flashy, but it's the only one that has a chance of outlasting a rumor cycle. And that's the real puzzle piece everyone keeps missing. The healthiest move in a loud world looks suspicious to people addicted to noise. Narratives are cheap. Lives are expensive. If this couple's story has taught anything, it's this. Clips are not contracts and speculation is not evidence. The next headline will come because the internet never sleeps. But the next day in their life will come too, and it won't fit into 10 seconds. Viewers can decide which one they'll reward. Because in the end, the question isn't whether she can take everything from him. It's whether the crowd will take everything from them. Who do you think's gonna be the next person in the limelight? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get the latest celebrity news and updates. I'll see y'all on the next one.